Good morning. It is day 3. I am... Oh, thank God the sun is out. I was kind of waiting, but because it was, there's still frost. There's still frost on the seats. I am here at the Free Docks. Back behind us is the Great Bridge Lock. Right up through here that you can't see because it was 29 degrees last night. I was nice and toasty. I'll save the heating video for another time, but I'm using one of the buddy heaters. So I keep that lashed down on deck, and anyway, the idea is it quite a few days, or evenings I should say, and as I get further south I'll need it less and less, but figuring out where to switch this out at some point is going to be the thing, or have it topped off if I can. I'm about to walk to the store while it hopefully warms up a little bit. It's supposed to be 50 during the day today. It was only like 46 or 5 yesterday, so today's going to be a treat once we get into the day. But okay. Oh, here's Great Bridge. All right. All right, I called ahead. I'm just waiting for them to open it here.
Bridge 7, under vessel license.
There we go. Hey, get to hold up traffic again. I knew that guy. Copy. Copy.
Yeah, be advised that 4 or 5 good-sized logs have trees in the water between your position and the end of our face up.
Copy. Thank you.
Roger that, Captain. Atlantic Base standing by. C1613.
Well, that was nice of them. Spot these logs. Frozen behind me. This is the Centerville Bridge. Almost always in the open position. Not 100% of the time. Looks like it hadn't been used in a while. Either that or people just like to paint. 153. Whatever that means. So when I'm timing the bridges, it's going to tell me about my knots and my estimated arrival time. So I radioed to let them know estimated time 10:37, because it's a swing bridge. It's going to take them a minute or two to get open, but yeah, it was saying 10:37. I think I got the current against me, so I'm kind of hauling butt right now, but anyway, yeah, next bridge right up there, and that's just kind of how I do it that way.
Security, all stations.
I was just told to hold for the 11 o'clock opening, so now I got a half an hour to putt around. So this is what happens if you don't time your bridge openings right. It can blow a hole in your day a little bit. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going. I left a little late anyway. It was so chilly. I was waiting till the frost kind of burnt off, and I went to Panera, and I kind of wanted to make today a short day, but at the last minute I decided I was going to haul ass again, and I don't think that's going to pan out. I might make coinjock. Don't know. We'll see. I'm here between a bridge that needs to open up there and a bridge that needs to open down there that now I'm waiting for, right? So I'm practicing my close quarter turnarounds. The thing about Swan, I love her to death. She's nimble and forward, but she reverses like a battle tank. Like she just even worse, really. She only reverses to port. If you try and go reverse and turn to starboard, you gotta be clipping. Like you have to really be going fast. And the problem is my shifter actually gets jammed between the wheel spokes. Like I don't know how that's all right. I'm not quite sure exactly what to do about it. Anyway, that's for another time. But if I'm spinning in place, that's one thing, because I'll just continuously turn clockwise. Depending on the wind, that's all right. But I'll have to know my situations. Anyway, that's why it's always good to know. I only have like 2 knots of wind from like almost dead ahead from the way I'm pointing right now, and I keep looking out for other boats, but I just pretty much know there won't be any for a minute. Anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna try and time this so I actually do get there by 11, because if I don't, then I'm waiting till 11:30. All right. And a frosty good morning from my anchorage here. It's about 7:15. Little bit of fog. Nothing much. The engine started warming up. I'm gonna make some coffee while I get things tidied up a little bit. Let her warm up. Anchor's up. The goal today is I'm going to stop, top off with fuel, water. Not that I need a whole lot, but I don't know when the next time will be. Christmas is like 3 days away, so I figure I'm just going to get topped off with everything, and I'm going to set myself up to. So today might be another short day, maybe another like 5 hours steaming today, and then I'll set myself up to cross the Albemarle tomorrow if I'm feeling capable. I might even do it today, but probably tomorrow. So, all right, shallow real quick, and there's really not too many buoys, but right now it's pretty obvious. Stay between land, middle of the channel, reading 16 feet. Yeah, I'm about, I don't know, 15 minutes out from Coinjock Marina for a fuel and water top off, maybe a pump out, but we'll see. So yeah. But yeah, if you're navigating this area, there's a whole bunch of duck blinds back there and like a duck hunting club. You know, they kind of whistled. It was kind of like game off, you know, sailboat. But I didn't hear that. It just kind of seemed like that was probably the case. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get some fuel. Coinjock. Met this dude Lee on this boat. Got his information. Fellow traveler. And let's go find an anchorage tonight. I got about 2 hours to do that. I mean, the place I want to go is about 2 hours away. Really cool place. Really cool people. Thing is, I guess you find that anywhere, really. Finally through the twisty turnies and the coinjock, whatever. Nah, I had a good time there, and heading towards an anchorage. About a few minutes out, just got my anchor set. But man, once again, got that glass. Always seems to happen at the end of the day, the beginning of the day. That just a beautiful, you know, glass bay. Anyway, we'll see. I'm a little bit more exposed. I met. Gotta turn my music down here. By the way, Wonder Boom. Man, these things are pretty cool. So good morning from this beautiful anchorage. It was just calm last night. A beautiful evening. So yesterday, when I was at coinjock, I met a dude, and another dude is following him. So they're coming up on my position. I'm on a buddy boat across the Albemarle today, and it looks like no wind, so motor vessel Swan again today. I was so looking forward to sailing across the sound. I'm hoping that you know, maybe the wind picks up and we can do a little sailing, but for now, I'm just gonna follow these guys. Albemarle sound today is just glass. I'm still motor vessel Swan right now. Oh well. across the Albemarle Sound. All right. So I'm approaching the Alligator River Bridge. It's a swing bridge. And they require your U.S. Coast Guard identification number if you got it, documentation, etc. Which is kind of interesting. Anyway, my two buddy boats.
The glare from the sun's a little bit off right now, but they're going through.
They're only, what, 15 minutes ahead of me, so anyway, I'll be radioing the bridge operator momentarily, and he's gonna have to stop traffic one more time. I already called him, gave him my information. I'm a U.S. Coast Guard certified vessel, so makes it pretty easy. Just memorize my number, and anyway, all right. Bridge operator was really cool, man. He timed it well.
They actually got the bridge opening right now. Got the car stopped, so it'll be open by the time I get there.
Means I don't even have to slow down. Right on. Valiente pulling in. Well, good morning and Merry Christmas. I left Anchorage a little ahead of the buddy boats just because they're a little faster. She seems to hum around. She seems to be happy at about like 2,000 RPM, which is about 5 knots. So she just kind of, they're making about 5.5. I mean, I can push it, but this is going to be a long day, so just cruise. I'm about to enter the Alligator River Canal. See how it just kind of narrows up there. And gonna be a couple hours of that. There's 2 bridges, but neither of them need open. They're both 65-foot bridges. And then once I get to the other side, I'll make a decision on Belhaven and hopefully have some cell service. I have no cell service right now. And then I'll get in touch with the buddy boats to see where they wanted to stay for the night. So we'll see. This will get your heart rate up a little bit. I saw shoaling on the Navionics chart, pretty much showed its center. So I tried to stay left, and you know, the whole channel is supposed to be 9 feet. I read 5.4 or 5'4" and I'm a 5'5", and mine is accurate. It got sluggish. Like I had to motor through it, 5.3 or 5.3, 5.4. I radioed back to the buddy boats back there. I stayed left of it, not sure. Might be them. I want to monitor, make sure they're all right. Well, it's a little gray out today, but making good time. We're down on the Pungo River, shooting for a place like Mayo Seafood. Apparently there's a nice transient dock, real cheap. I guess they have electric there. Anyway, I got the 2 buddy boats out ahead of me. I let them pass back in the canal. They're not going a whole lot faster than me, but I don't know. Swan's kind of purring along just fine, and I don't really want to push anything. Anyway,
the Pungo River.
Well, finally, after a few days on the Pungo River, sails up time. My roller furling kind of jammed up on its way out, so we'll see how it goes back in. But they say anytime two sailors are heading in the same direction, it's a race. Well, I'm pretty far behind because I was the last one to get my sails up, but doing about 5.4 knots in 13 knots of breeze, so we'll see if I can catch them. Alright, so almost across the Pamlico River.
We had the sails up for a while, and then the wind
Turned directly on the nose. I mean, once I turned, but I still would have had like, I don't know, 40 minutes of it pretty much direct, and the sails were kind of flobbing or flapping or flogging or whatever. And so anyway, got rained on a little bit.
that's over now.
It's kind of a fine mist going on. Just bundled up. It was nice and warm earlier, and then the sun went away, and then the rain came, and here we are. But I got about another hour and a half ahead of me. No sign of the other guys. I think they were smart enough to take their sails down a little bit quicker than I was, so I was kind of back there messing around, and my head sail was not unfurling properly. It kept kind of jamming up, and I kept having to move some lines around. Anyway, it came back in just fine, and
Anyway, here we are. So let's see what this place we're stopping at.
Well, it's 12:30, and I'm making lunch. My buddy boats and I got in last night, and we're here at Mayo
Or Romeo Seafood. You can see the shrimp boats.
There's a line of about 6 of them. I think they're in because it was Christmas.
Let me go take a look at that cool boat up here in a little bit, but
It's gorgeous right now, and I could have been 5 hours further down the way, but then I would be anchoring tonight into tomorrow when there's going to be some stronger, maybe gusty winds. Just kind of nasty, and after having like slammed through 5 days, I think I think it's a good day. I really was a mess down below because I would cook and then that's it, go to sleep. I mean, I do my dishes and stuff, but yeah, today's gonna be shave and a shower day, and yeah, the place is pretty cool actually, and it's real cheap. There are outlets. There's one further back. I left my standard, and because it's just a standard outlet, I left my regular extension cord in my car. In fact, I think I took it out of the boat because I thought marina, 30 amp, 50 amp plugs, cool. What am I gonna need a 50-foot extension cord for? And I thought, well, if I ever had to pull my boat out of the water in a boatyard, 50 or 100 feet, all right, there's another 25, 30, 40 bucks, whatever. I mean, yeah, but space is limited on a boat, so anyway, I didn't bring one with me. So I have my solar panels doing their thing today, hopefully keeping the batteries topped off while I start editing. I gotta catch up on where I'm at, but for now,
making myself some burger. And then I made a second one because I'll probably make it with something for dinner.
I can kind of use the second one for something else. All right. let me get away from the engine noise and into the wind noise. I got about 6 knots on the nose, but anyway, growing up in central Pennsylvania near a beautiful freshwater lake called Gracetown, you know, those mornings when you wake up and it was just glass, you know, I was thinking there wouldn't be too many of those days, but I forgot, you know, the intercoastal. I'm in the Albemarle Chesapeake Canal right now, and got about a half hour or so, 28 minutes to the next bridge. It's another swing bridge from the last one. Anyway, got that calm, glassy, just cruising right along. Set the autopilot. And yeah. I know I'm going to have some more of this, but it's the first time I've encountered it since I bought the boat. It's all been ocean, down to the bay, up the bay, back down the bay. And yeah, this is just pretty cool. Alright, I actually timed this one right. Up there is the North Landing Bridge. It's another car bridge, but it's a swing bridge nonetheless. Anyway, so I'm just gonna head on through. Alright, so I'm here, just waiting. It's definitely better to plan on getting there way early. The water is decently calm. I mean, I guess if you're motoring in place with other boats, being is that it's late in the season, you know, I guess blessing and a curse, really. I got no other boats in here kind of waiting with me, so yeah, makes it easy. Well, just, oops, there we go. Well, I'm just on the other side of the bridge here. There's a couple of channel markers that are red, green right there. That this is going to be my anchorage for the night. I just set my hook. Depth sounding 5.6. I saw 5.5, and that's when I started hitting mud. So I backed out. On Navionics, it looks like a larger anchorage than it actually is. Now, I'm off the channel enough, and so in 6 feet of water, even if the chain were to stretch out from the bottom over, if I have 30 feet and I swing around, my end shouldn't be over there. Now this river flows, depending on the tide, very little tide here, this way or that way, right? Forward or back. Wind right now is from over here, kind of pushing me back that way. But again, I'm about, I don't know, 60 or 70 feet off of the reeds there. But it'll get too shallow to get to the reeds before I get there, so I got about 3 inches under my keel, or 2 inches under my keel right now. This is gonna be the anchorage. I'll have to show you on the maps here. It looks like you gotta swing in around like a little island or something, but there's a little tuft of reeds right there, and if they're calling that an island, I do not know. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I'm sitting here in 5.7 feet, 5.6. So, I'll let the wind do what it does. I'm gonna let her idle for a little bit, If I have to reset, I will. I'm not going to put a snubber out or anything like that. In a rocking and rolling, in a rocky rolly anchorage, you want to have a snubbing line out. It takes the stress off of your winch, and it just kind of grabs the chain up, and then you tie it off to your cleats. Let me talk with my hands while I'm holding the camera. Anyway, then you tie it off to the cleats. That way it takes the load off. Anyway, I'm satisfied with today, and as far as I know, still got some daylight. Make a little food, make a little coffee, chill out, and yeah. Well, I tried to get the sails up. When I'm not motoring, I had about 3 knots of wind, so you know, they say the Albemarle Sound is can get a little rough. Well, it is just glass today. The sails were up at least. I thought I might actually turn this sailboat into a sailboat for once. But hey. Couldn't ask for a better day to cross the Sound, though. It's nice and warm, and well, I don't even need this vest, but anyway, just gonna motor along. I lost a little speed on my 2 buddy boats way up there. I saw the one guy, he put his sails up, so I'm like, all right, let me give it a shot. By the time I got my sails up, I realized he had lowered his. So, oh well. All right, for another day. Well, I just took the sails down because I kind of had to go in this direction, but as you can see, I think I'm just about to get rained on.